we're also going to be diving into some of the history here at Bays Mountain Park. If you've been with us since the top of the 4 o'clock hour, you've learned a little bit about the animals. You've learned a little bit about the hiking trails, but we want to go back just a little bit and talk about how it all began.
And the history begins here at Bays Mountain. A long history, began in 1971. So plenty of history here at Bays Mountain. And hey, I got to learn a little bit about that history here at Bays Mountain Park. There's history in these hills. What was Bays before the park? Well, the idea has always remained the same, a place to explore.
So people would hike up in the 1940s and 50s and come up here and picnic and walk around and hike around, and then they'd hike back down off the mountain to their cars.
There's no shortage of water at Bays. It's water that ran the model city. That's the story of the beautiful dam at the park.
It was built for the purpose of supplying water to the city of Kingsport and remained working until the 40s. It was built in 1916.
Amidst the nature and the wildlife, there were people. People that history hiker Brenda Fox says called the mountain home. As you enjoy Bays this spring, she says to keep your eyes on the daffodils.
If you're out here during the spring and you see daffodils blooming, that's probably a sign that somebody lived close by. And so that's something that you can watch for in the spring.
Experts were brought in the 60s to evaluate the area. Quickly, it was determined that this was a place to take care of.
In '71, they opened the Nature Center, and that was considered the official opening of the park.
As you plan your trip, take a history hike. There's decades worth of history at Bays Mountain Park. Some of this history is still yet to be discovered.
We've enjoyed doing the research up here. We love uncovering these things. Some of these things were maybe known at one time and then they were lost, and so we've been able to rediscover them and document them so they'll be here for our children and our grandchildren to learn.
I've been looking around trying to find some daffodils, and I've seen a few of them.
Yes.
I've seen a few of them.
It's so pretty this time of year to see all the different things popping up, but how interesting to be able to dive back into the history and learn about the folks that lived here at Bays Mountain.
And I really think that this place was so important to really just the city of Kingsport for decades, and I really feel like that was one of the more interesting things, how the dam here supplied water to the city of Kingsport. So I got to learn a lot of new things talking with the Fox.
Well, I guess we'll just have to add a history hike to our list of things to do.
Look, I'm writing that right here on my list. That's on our to-do list.
Yes,
before the end of this
we have a big to-do list. We always have a big to-do list, but we really have one after being here today.